Every time you fly, this Australian invention sits idle, ready to save lives if the worst ever happens. And its inventor? Well, that's why we are here. This is the story of John Henri Grant. John Grant was born in Sydney in 1921, and when the world went to war, he joined the Royal Australian Air Force, enlisting on the 26th of April 1941. He left Australia to train as a pilot in Rhodesia, flying Tiger Moths and Harvards before advancing onto fighters. From 1943 to 45, he flew Spitfires, Mustangs, and operated across England, Malta, Sicily and Italy, completing nearly 200 combat sorties against Axis forces. For his service, he was mentioned in dispatches, recognising distinguished operational duty. In October of 1945, Flying Officer Grant discharged from the Air Force and moved into civilian aviation, joining Qantas, where his focus shifted from combat to safety. But he confronted a brutal question. If an aircraft has to evacuate quickly, you don't need just a way down, you need a way to survive, if down is in the water. Earlier, American inventor James Boyle had developed the inflatable escape chute, building on the life-saving equipment like the famous Mae West life jacket, something Grant and fellow aviators would have worn during the war. But Grant's leap was different. Whilst working in aviation safety at Qantas, he is credited with developing the inflatable escape slide-raft, a two-in-one system that could evacuate passengers and then keep them afloat. What began as a safety improvement then became a global standard. By the mid-1970s, inflatable evacuation slides were widely certified, and by the end of the decade, they were required equipment on major commercial aircraft where the cabin height made an unguided descent unsafe. In 2009, during the miracle on the Hudson, passengers from US Airways Flight 1549 used slide rafts to stay afloat in freezing water until rescue arrived. A real-world reminder of why this invention matters. Jack Grant passed away in 1998, and little is publicly known about his final years, how he survived. But his legacy is everywhere. You can see early examples of his work at the Qantas Founders Museum in Longreach, Queensland, or simply listen next time you fly as the crew calls, doors armed and cross-checked. Because sitting beside you is an Australian invention designed not for fame, but to save lives. And that's a story worth remembering.